God is like, okay, so first of all, false alarm, okay? But we already knew that this morning. Like, we knew it was like, what is this? Now, let me tell y'all what was really happening. I had been seeing the words that was like, it might not be like how you thought or how you wanted and all of that, right? And even right now, I had a friend texting me, and I know it's the Lord speaking because I got a lot of different situations going on. Like, I talk to y'all the most about what's been going on with work and my relationship, but when I say it's all mirroring and all of the things, and it's kind of like, when he said it was all gonna hit at once, he meant it. Initially, the initial impact, the initial, help me, Holy Spirit, when you help me, Holy Spirit, how am I trying to say this? When you get the information initially, okay, the initial impact, the initial realization, like, of what it is, okay, it truly may not be something you want, okay? It may not be something you want. Whether it is an abrupt transition, redirection that you didn't see coming, or whether it's what you already knew was coming, but how it came isn't how you thought it was coming, okay? Because for me, the last few days, I'm like, if I'm just supposed to be friends with this man, like, please say that, right? But you in love with your best friend, okay? So, different things, right? And so upon the initial realization, it truly may not be what you wanted or what you thought. And that's how I felt this morning with my work situation, because I was like, nah, this just ain't this ain't it. I'm sorry. And that was leading to the feelings of me being like ungrateful. Like, I was like, I didn't even realize what all I had truly just got my hands on, what all I was truly going to be able to do with how it is coming in, okay? And it took some time sitting on it, not reacting in my feelings, not making a decision in my feelings. One thing about operating in your feelings, you might run off, you might quit something, no matter what it is, a job, a business endeavor, okay? Or a relationship, whatever it is, you be like, abandon ship, like a false alarm. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it, okay? Really, take some time, get out your feelings, and pray. Don't y'all go making no decisions, because this morning I was about to lead a man. I was about to be like, hey, I'm finna, everybody, all of them, because I don't like it. But that's your feelings. And so what did we say yesterday? We walk by faith, not by feelings. I really did not understand how good this actually is for me. And the reason I'm coming into that realization is I still need to grow up and mature. I'm not even saying that as a knock to myself, but what I am saying is what I am in expectation of, what I am waiting for, what I truly desire, require. Spiritually mature, emotionally mature, a financially mature Meg. And so even in this, I feel like, I was like, God, why do I feel like you're still trying to make me like prove it, And so I sat down with what I know, the information that I do have. I prioritize God, okay? Tithing, I'm going to go ahead and say it, because sometimes I'm just not consistent. Like, I tithe. I know it's important to tithe. I know how tithing works, but in this season where I was struggling to make... I wasn't struggling to make ends meet. That's what I say. But for me, it's more so like not being a good steward and not like holding tight to a budget. And I was not prioritizing tithes. I was watching one of our beautiful sisters in Christ's channel. And let me tell you how convicted I felt when she was like, do your bills come before your tithes? Some checks, yes. The buck with y'all, like, this mortgage got to get paid, right? Like, God, you understand. Let me tell y'all how I was doing my budget yesterday, and because I'm taking tithes out the way I should have been, the way I was taught how to, the way I had stopped when my money started looking funny, the math wasn't even adding up the same. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but like when you truly keep God first, it's like the math on the paper. I'm not going to show y'all these numbers. It's like the math on the paper. It ain't even like math and like, and you looking at the physical numbers, but you like, how is that adding and subtracting like that? That's God. Like, I don't know if y'all can relate, but that's God. So I've been having those moments. I told y'all, he told me to do the list, do all this, and I had a way that I wanted to do it. Let's talk about how I was talking to my daddy today, and he was like, yeah, that's good, but this is the way I would do it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. So much better than why I was getting frustrated, because I wanted to just be able to I told God that this morning in the shower. I was like, I really just wanted you to come in and just, whoop, everything fixed, right? I gotta grow. And I thank God, because even in being able to talk to y'all about that so transparently earlier and just knowing like, you cannot go stress that man out, sis, because you having a bad day. That's growth. That means I'm getting even more prepared for my kingdom marriage. You get what I'm saying? That God ain't finna give you all this money and you not a good steward. And that was the Monday motivation on Instagram this week, right? No matter what we're talking about, we're praying to be good stewards. We know that to whom much is given, much is required. We know that if you are faithful in few, I'll make you a ruler over many, okay? And that applies to everything from marriage to kids to money to your gifts and calling, okay? All of that. All of it. And so I be having moments where it's like, you literally already gave me the words. You gave me how I was going to pass these tests this week. But the devil kind of come in so sneaky, like it's just like, whop. And then you kind of forget for a second. But now I remember, I'm back up. Pause. No. Wait on God and don't settle. You want to be your best version when you receive what he's giving you. Only that, when you get out your feelings and you really take the time, that's why you cannot make decisions in your feelings, okay? You can't send them texts when you in your feelings. You can't do it. You don't need to call your boss when you in your feelings. You don't need to do none of that. You don't need to make no crazy decisions. Take the time to listen. The message my friend just sent me was, I went to the convention to hear them out, and I actually think this is going to be better for everybody. That's how I felt in going back and looking at the numbers and how they're doing it this morning. I was like, actually, that might be better for me, because if y'all gave it all to me like that at once, I probably wouldn't even act right with it. I'd probably waste it. You get what I'm saying? And same with the relationships, okay? You don't want it if you're not going to take care of it. You don't want it if you still going to be falling in these same tricks and tactics, and now you a mental menace, or a menace to your partner. You don't want it if you're not ready for it. And God knows when you're ready for it. That's why we gotta trust his timing. And I know that, but I still struggle with that, okay? Truth be told, that's what I told my friends the other day. Like, I can't even afford a baby. And they was like, Megan, yes, you can. No, I can't. Not the way that I want to be able to afford a baby. The way I dream of my babies growing up is I can't afford it. And I can't. And I need to know how to manage money better. Okay, so one, I'm not depleting this man, like I hear mismanaging his money, and no, just sucking him dry and all that, which I would never do anyways. But I'm just saying, like, you need to be where you need to be, okay? And that's what God is doing. And don't be upset, because I promise you, whatever it is, if it's a straight up redirect, or the situation may just, whatever it is, or it didn't come in how you thought, it's for the better. It's always for the better, okay? Always. Even if it's a straight up, you had to lose something or you didn't get something, that means he has something better for you, okay? Or he is bettering you in the process of getting to what you know is yours. Message my friend just sent, let me keep going. Some of the perks transfer over, because when I tell y'all, like, nobody saw this coming. Like, in the other situation, like, what is going on? Even in what I've been telling y'all, even in the first video I made, I said what I learned in this relationship was this. What I learned in that other relationship was this. Y'all, it's still lessons. Even if God is like, that ain't where you're supposed to be, you done learn some lessons in that one, okay? And it's going to make it better in the one you're supposed to be in, okay? Now, I'm over here like, was that for me? Right? So I feel you if that's how you felt, because I remember feeling like that last year. Like, when nobody trying to hear all that. Nobody is trying to hear all that. We're humans. We also don't like change, okay? But change is for the better, okay? Man, let's go. I feel like my normal self. It's 3:20 p.m. It took all day, but I feel like my regular self now. All right, let's get it. Only good things, okay? Bless up.